Time to connect with our chartists, Nooresh Merani as well as Kunal Bothra. Nooresh, Kunal rather, are you chilling at the current levels, 20,600 all-time highs, fierce rally across the board?
Well, I think it's been a good market over the last, I think, one and a half odd month from the October 20 lows, 20th October lows. I think from there specifically, we've seen a very strong, vibrant market throughout the last 2,000 odd points for the indices. Now that we've managed to surpass the 20,500 mark, and there was some sort of short covering on the index futures as well as put writers trying to initiate a fresh stance at the 20,500 puts. I would believe that that could act as a strong support for the index over the near term. So the bias remains bullish on the indices. We are now expecting a higher momentum or a higher degree of momentum on the Bank Nifty, and I think that's one index to be watching out for.
Okay, talking about the Bank Nifty, Nooresh, have to address what the likes of Kotak, HDFC Bank, ICICI did, the trio that is. You think they will continue to chug along the way they did yesterday?
So expecting actually say some of the names to take a much bigger trending move. So if you look at it, HDFC Bank continues to be the largest weight, almost 29% of Bank Nifty. It's come back to fill the gap, which it saw a gap down in September. But at closer to 1650, 1670, it has a big multi-year resistance now. If you look at the last 3 years, the stock was at closer to the 1650 top back in November 2020. And over the last 3 years, that has been a stiff resistance. So I would expect a move towards 1650, 70 and then a pause. Then going to ICICI Bank, that becomes interesting because that's the second largest weight. And yesterday's move was a strong one. It's got it in touching distance of an all-time high. So if you look at the highs in the last 6 months, there were 2-3 highs around that 1000 mark, 1010. And at 990 close, the stock is pretty close to an all-time high breakout. If this can continue beyond 1000, 1020, then it creates a fresh trend wherein it has much larger upsides. So expecting ICICI Bank to get back into leadership like it was back in 2020-21. Kotak Mahindra Bank, very similar to HDFC Bank, has a bunch of resistances around 1900, 1950, 2000 levels. So I would expect, say, a maximum bounce towards 1900 in this move. But overall, expecting a new leader, which is ICICI Bank, to have come back. And then we'll be watching out for SBI, which again has a similar resistance around 600, 620.